How's it going, ladies and bruises? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. It's time for us to finally see the Shambler in person, rather than as a reconstruction, which is going to be cool.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Okay. I haven't seen a phonograph. If I see a phonograph, I'll know what to do with it. Stick a cylinder in it. Hey, cat.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
We have that too, apparently.
I could use one of those.
Take that too, cool. Just picking up all the shit.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Forget the Shambler.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Haven't even increased our strength. Read the book. Encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. Oh god. This will affect your destiny, but it also boosts our occultism.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
Shut up, lady.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others.
Your face
What
is
have
fatal.
you come looking for in this gallery?
I look at you and my eyes melt out of my face. Painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
Nice for you. What are you doing here?
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
No. No, I much prefer Fitzroy. Medicine again. Now, medicine must be getting this surely by now. What's it at? 2. God almighty. Really? After all that, it's got to 2? Terrible. Mustard. That's what I'm talking about. Work on psychology next. We mastered investigation, that's the main thing. This is the gallery, yeah? Are you serious? I have to hide here as well? There's gonna be a monster here. The Shambler's gonna come after me when I look at the painting, innit?
The public entrance to the gallery.
Well, now I know. Probably shouldn't let me hide and stuff before it happens. I guess you got to, otherwise I wouldn't know I could. Hard to say, really, innit?
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Well, there's the Shambler. Do we go deal with this? Alright, prepare yourself for a jump scare, everybody. Here we go, here we go. That's nasty. There's no eyes.
What the hell was that?
Wait for it. How do I know where it is? Can't see it anywhere. Alright, I can't handle this.
I can't even touch it. No way out. No choice. I must get rid of it.
How? I destroy the painting.
That thing came out of this painting. There has to be a link.
I need a knife or something.
Maybe if I destroy it.
Knife!
Damn. I could try tearing the painting with this thing.
Alright. Calm down. Oh god, don't look in here. Go away! Go away, you dirty bastard. I don't know if if I stay in here for ages, will I go mental and gouge my own eyes out or something? Die, painting!
Damn it! This dagger didn't work. Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
Ah! That's the dagger we need to break this thing then. No! This is really as fast as I can run. That's as fast as I can move. I'm not very good at moving. Alright. Now I gotta wait for him to pass again. I can't come out until he goes past, or he might be right there. Have to risk it. Go. Not dealing with it. Oh god, no. How did you know I was there?
What the hell was that? Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it? looks different.
What's the one? Quickly, quickly, quickly. Thank God for that. What a fucking mish. Oh, he got me. Go away, Shambler. Bastard.
What's the matter with you?
Everything? I'm nuts? Just trying to get eaten by a Shambler? Something? Hey, lady.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't say anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
I was attacked by a creature.
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
Knew about the monster?
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it.
Nice.
From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
Interesting. Give me this information free of charge?
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I've still got things to settle with Irene.
Go. Bye, Irene. The Nameless Bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins. As a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back to the painting. Later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, I remember him, owner of the Nameless Bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. He was in the pub before. Oh no, he did? I needed him. God damn it. God damn it, boy. He keeps killing all the people I need to talk to. Apart from Shamblers, of course.
Where's Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams? It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century. Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
So many nice books here. So many interesting things to look at. Oh, okay. A little bit creepy. More medicine? Can't believe we find so many medicine books and yet our medicine is pitiful. Okay, we haven't looked in here properly. Here? Reconstruction.
Let's start over. Where did they bring blood? Seems like amateur work.
Right there.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
Okay.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
A bit, eh?
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals?
What animals are they? Like bugs?
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Oh no.
What the... Charles Hawkins?
What the hell is going on?
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
What is this? The
Sarah
Necronomicon?
Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Oh yeah. What do we got?
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
It seems a page seems to be hidden here. It's possible to read. If someone finds these memoirs, there'll be no doubt that I'm in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality. In order that they be recovered and burned, the funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she's still of this world. Following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine, the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say genius, who is able to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its content to the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The contents of the safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you'll be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and you'll act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you, nor to suffer from your actions. We better go hunting.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Seems like it, yeah.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the Elder Sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion, hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the Great Old Ones, were engraved at the center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from his last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the dates of the robbery coincide with the last Hawkins trip to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Alright, let's get in and look for these oh my god.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham
Yeah, I
Editions.
see that. There's obviously a
Arkham
trend going on
Editions.
here. These are to
Never
do
heard
with the
of
number, obviously. You said something about cylinders as well. Wait, what do they say?
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Edward Pickman Derby. Azathoth and Other Horrors. Okay.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
The Key of Solomon.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this
Prophecies. Nostradamus.
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham
There
Editions.
must be something that has
How
something
many
to do with
volumes are there in
cylinders.
this collection?
Surely. Alright, let's keep looking around. What do we got here? 3 cylinders.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
You listen? We need a phonograph for those cylinders, don't we? Yeah? Darkwater history. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna go find a phonograph.
Things are not looking good.
Oh, here we go. Didn't we have another item that we could have used as well?
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Okay.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay. Does that help? Don't say Arkham editions every
Drake
time I look at
talked
this.
about a particular volume.
Good. This one. There's a few numbers in here. 1908, 18. And then of course it's volume 9 as well.
So
what does this one
these are
say?
the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
I'm having a brain fart here. I'm having a hard time. Oh, hang on. What's
The
this?
Chalice of Knowledge.
5 rubies. 5. Oh my god, that's what it is. And the chess. Something about protecting the queen?
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their
dark soldiers.
I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay, so I assume it's how many pieces are left on the board? Not including the queen, I guess? 3, 9. But if it is including the queen, it's 4. Let's try that. Let's try that. Alright, alright. 539. Not that side, dipshit. Come on, please. Please be right. Yes! Whew. Jesus, my brain. It hurts. It's Sauron. This is probably not good. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Feel like we made a mistake. Riverside Institute. Oh, not again. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins is behind this attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside, irresistibly attracted to the detective. Attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Ah. Interesting.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden.
We're Dr. Colden.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Has he been drugged?
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Regarding the patient.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Tell me about his symptoms.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid.
So he's dead.
I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will.
Where's he from?
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Oh,
Who?
so he's a dick.
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
Must see his medical file.
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Examine.
Very well. I'll examine him.
Okay.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Ew.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, and
Something inside him?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
He has something in his belly.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
The state of his limbs is worrisome.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Severely
I
dehydrated.
see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
He's a fish now.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
You're gonna tranquilize me? You're turning him into a monster.
I've seen suction cups on his fingers. His falling body temperature. His dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
An octopus.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
Indeed.
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a
Okay,
threat?
Captain Sunglasses.
What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Hidden files are proof.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Cool. Alright, we are way out of time for today. So we're going to wrap this episode up here, but in the next one it looks like we're going to be breaking and entering. One of my favourite activities. Till then, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.